Good morning students. My name is Shrima Jeevan, dealing the community health nursing. Unit number 4, epidemiology and the nursing management of common communicable diseases. So we will go for continuing the unit. That is fourth unit. So in that one third section we have started, that is anthrapoid infection. Out of anthrapoid infection we has learned towards the two things before itself. So this is a third infection, that is filariasis. So today we will go for learning that one. So third one is introduction, filariasis introduction. So filariasis is a parasitic disease caused by an infection with roundworm of filarial types. So here it is caused by one blood feeding insects like black flies as well as the mosquitoes. So different species of mosquito bites. Because of that one, it is the transmitted from one person towards the next person. So maybe as Culex, Aedes and Anopheles are the species of mosquitoes which will be causing the filariasis. So because of group of diseases which we are calling this one as the helminthiasis, and what is will be the incubation period is 3 to 9 months. Then causative organism is Wuchereria bancrofti. We are calling that one as Wuchereria bancrofti is the causative organism for the filariasis. Then mode of transmissions. So it is transmitted by the mosquito bites, especially 3 species are there. First one is Culex, second one is Aedes and third one is Anopheles species. So it is transmitted, that is filariasis is transmitted by the mosquito bite only. So because of 3 species of mosquito bite, that is Culex bite, Aedes bite and the Anopheles bite. We will see the life cycle of the lymphatic filariasis. First one, so an infected mosquito deposit larva on the skin while biting and larva enter the wound. So what happened here means the infected mosquito will be going for depositing the larva on the skin. So because of the due to the bite, so they will be having one wound will be there. Through the wound, this larva will be enter into the skin. So after that, once it enter into the skin, it will be moving towards the lymphatic system. So once it reach the lymphatic system, their larva will be going for growing. It will mate and they form the nest or a colony formation will be there. Because of this nest or a colony formation, there will be blockage in the lymphatic system. So once there is a blockage is there means it will be resulting the swelling and fever towards the man. Okay. Third point, the female worm produces microscopic worm called microfilaria. Below that swarm is blood at night. So what happened here means they will be the night time only this microphilia it will be producing that is the female worms will produce the microscopic worms called microphilia. So it will be producing at the night only, say when the mosquitoes is biting. So we can able to see at the night time through the under the microscopic method. Then fourth one, mosquito bites the infected person, ingested the microphagia along with the blood, and this microphagia will develop into the larva over a period of a week, and again so it becoming as in a cycle way. So the first 5 steps will be moving in a cycle way. So we can call here as a life cycle of the lymphatic filariasis. So first infected mosquito moving biting towards the non-infected person. So what happened here means larva will be moving towards the person's body. So after the once the larva is present in the body, what happened here means it will be multiply and forming the colony or a nest. So once the formation of the colony or a nest in the lymphatic system, they will be having some blockage will be there. Because of that one only the person will be getting the swelling in the particular area and the fever. Okay, so here now at present the person is an infected person. So at the night time only the microphedias and all will be forming when the mosquito is biting. So same period that night time mosquitoes is biting towards the infected person. So non-infected insect, that is non-infected mosquito will be getting the infected, and this infected mosquito is moving towards a non-infected person, means vice versa it will be becoming as infected towards the non-infected, then the non-infected become as a infected person, and from the infected person the insect is biting, means mosquito is biting, means now the mosquito also become as infected. Okay, then we'll see the signs and symptoms of filariasis. First one, fever will be there, then enlargement of arms, legs and genital area, the size become as more will be there. Okay, then abdominal pain, because this worm will be dwelling into the tissues, some damages and all will be there in the skins, and also because that is into the skins, especially towards the abdominal area. So because of that one, person will be getting the abdominal pain, and kidney damages will be there because of larval and the worm production. Then investigation, the history collection will take. So what we will be taking is the person is exposed towards a vulnerable area or not, we will be asking the question towards the person. Then physical examination is done with the help of the health centers, and we will be scheduling the survey bites of the communities and all. And third point, nocturnal blood examination, because I has told you before, night time only the microphiliasis will be forming, so that time only the transmission will be taking place. So when we will be taking the blood examination means night time, so we are calling it nocturnal blood examination test we are doing. The blood are taken from the patient at the patient's residence or a hospital after 8 p.m. Then next one is immunochromatography test. So in this type it is a rapid assessment method only. So it is an antigen test which is done at the daytime. Usually we will be checking this, that is malarial disease condition also, filarial disease condition also, we will be checking the blood examination at the night time. So we are calling that one as nocturnal blood examinations. So after the 8 p.m. only usually will be checked. But we are having one more method is there, we are calling as a immunochromatographic test. So it is a rapid method test only. So it can be done at the daytime also. So it is an antigen test only. So then we'll see the treatment. That is anti-filarial drugs we are using, that is diethylcarbamazine. So here what your dosage is that 6 mg per kg per day for 12 days we will administer the medication. Then ivermectin dosage, that is single dosage or oral dose that we can able to give, that is 150 mg we are giving towards the per 1 kg body weight. So either we can give in a single dosage or we can able to give in a combination method, that is both the things, that is DEC and ivermectin we can able to give in a combination of 1 and 2. Okay, so and every 6 months we can able to give the albendazole. Then and here it will be having certain side effect of the drug combinations. What are the side effect are there is headache will be there, fever will be there, myalgia, then lymphadenopathy, and occasionally sometimes they will be getting the rashes and itching. So these are the side effects which is caused by the two combination of anti-filarial drugs. Then we'll see the prevention of filariasis. So remove standing water in surrounding to destroy the breeding site. So if stagnation of water is there means we should solve the problem, that is we should remove the stagnated water in the surrounding areas and all to destroy the breeding site of the mosquitoes and all. Then use mosquito repellents, then sprays and all we can able to use for killing the mosquitoes. Wear full sleeves and full length dress during the night time, and use of mosquito nets while sleeping. If the water need to be stored, cover the container to prevent the mosquito getting inside. So when you are taking water in a containers and all means you should store the water and cover it properly, because if the mosquito is entering towards the particular container, it can able to go for breed. And keep your surrounding tidy and kill the mosquito larva using the insect repellents. Then indoor residual spray we can able to go for using. So these are the prevention for the filariasis. First one, if there is any stagnation of water is there means solve the problem, that is remove the stagnated waters. Second one, use the mosquito repellents to kill the mosquitoes. Then if when you are before sleeping, we should wear the full hand dress and up to the that is full length dress during the night time you should wear. And we can use the mosquito nets, and indoorly we can able to use the some residual sprays and all. And if you are taking water in a container means please close the container properly to prevent the entry of mosquitoes and all for the breeding. Then kill the mosquito larva using the insect repellents. Then because if water is there means it can able to breed. So if breed is there in the particular water, you can able to use some chemicals, that is insect repellents, to kill the mosquito larvae and all. And keep your surrounding always be clean. There should be a healthy environment should be there. So these are the things in the filariasis. So we has learned filariasis is a parasitic infection only. So it can be caused by the Wuchereria bancrofti is the microcausative organism which is transmitted by the bite of mosquitoes only. So that's why we are giving this much of prevention and all to kill the mosquitoes and all, mosquito breeding.